Best of the Super Junior 29 Day 9. This took place this morning. It was the final of 3 nights in Cork and Hall. We had Block A action. We had Block B action. This is your first time checking us out, man. We're the Almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Excuse me. Be sure you like, share, subscribe. All that good stuff. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Price of subscription is free $99. If you have joined us, you know I'm the Pro Wrestling Fly God, Stardust Shuyaku, Blunt C and Naito coming at you live and direct, man. Like I said, we got the 9th night of BSOJ Action 29 of the 29th variant of Best of the Super Junior, man. So let's get into it. We only got a couple days left of the tournament. This tournament's flown by, gosh darn it, and it's been a solid tournament. So let's talk about the match for tonight, and we'll probably be off action until about, I think, Saturday. So let's talk about the matches we got this morning, and then talk about, I guess, the break we're going to have. Not really that long of a break while I'm just building it up like that, but whatever. First match we had on this show, we had Master Wato sitting on 1 point, 4 losses, taking on, or not 1 point, 1 win, 4 losses. He had a total of 2 points. Taking on and defeating Teton with the RPP around 8 minutes and 16 seconds. Teton was also on 1 point, or 1 win and 4 losses coming into this match. With that loss, Teton is now mathematically eliminated from the tournament. He's not actually eliminated, but with one more loss, he definitely will be. Yeah, it's bittersweet, but I think Teton has had a great performance here in the BSOJ. It's been a while since we've seen him, with the whole worldwide situation, pandemic and everything. He has not been able to come over for BSOJ, or have they had a chance to have Phantasmo Mania. Hoping that will change coming up in January 2023. Teton has showed his ass in this tournament. That's slang for being. He's had a really good tournament. So Teton has had a really good tournament. Master Wato, he's had an okay tournament. As far as him finishing out the tournament strong, maybe we can get that here. So moving on to the second match, Best of the Super Junior action. We had Doki taking on and taking the L to TJP. He took the L with the Pinoy stretch, got that victory around 8 minutes and 39 seconds. You thought Doki might get a 3 in a row right here, might pull another upset, but he was not able to get that off right here. TJP stopped his momentum, much needed stoppage right here. Kind of wedges in, what was it, 1 win, then he had, I think, 3 consecutive losses, and he gets a win right here. This TJP sitting on 6 points. Doki's actually tied as well, or he's tied with Doki. He got a tiebreaker. Doki has 6 points as well. And that's, I believe, Doki's highest point total, and he still has a chance to equal more points he's had in Best of the Super Junior to this point. So, yeah, Doki's had a very good showing for himself. Moving on to the third match on the card, Clark Connors taking on and defeating Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Trophy kill, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. This pretty much was this bang, 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 here it is match. And Clark Connors got the win right here. He started off pretty slow. I believe he dropped his first 3 matches right here, and he's picked up 3 wins in a row. So, and it's all about the competition you face. I know he's went against Taguchi, and he's gone against Kanemaru right here. Maybe 2 of the guys on the lower end of the rung as far as that block goes. But hey, a win's a win. You got to get any win when you can. So, and he picked up that victory. Got a 6 point right here. He's moving on. We're moving on down the card. We have Raizuke Taguchi, the aforementioned Raizuke Taguchi, taking on and taking the L, of course, to Alex Zane. Alex Zane beat him with the cinnamon twist around 6 minutes and 14 seconds right here. Taguchi moves him down to 1 win, 5 losses, 2 points. He is now mathematically eliminated. Alex Zane has 4 wins, 2 losses, sitting at 8 points right here. He's just a step behind the block leader right now. The block leader, of course, being Ace Austin. So yeah, currently he's the block leader. Will he continue to be the block leader as the show goes on and it progresses? We'll find out. But Cinnamon Twist puts Raizuke Taguchi away here a little under 6.5 minutes. Thought this match was very solid. I like Alex Zane. He's just growing on me here as this tournament goes on. It's going to be sad to see him go. I would like to see him over here in Japan more often, but we're going to save all the sentimental stuff when the final comes. So that is what that is. Match number 5 of this tournament, Best of the Super Junior Block A action. We have Yo, who is sitting on, he's at his record of 3-2, sitting on 6 points. We have Francisco Akira. He had a record of 1-4 coming into this match. Had a record of, 2 points. So he's the one that's going to have to turn it around. He started it with the fireball, 9 minutes and 38 seconds right here. I expect him to do a little bit better in this tournament. I thought his record-wise would be pretty much flipped. I thought he'd be 4-2, 5-1. So he has a lot of ground to cover, and he has a short time to do it. So I think he'll be able to do it. Will he make the final? That's the true question. He has a lot of room, a lot of chance to, but he needs a lot of help at this point. So 6th match on the show, excuse me, we have Wheeler Yuta taking on and taking the L to L. Lindemann right here. L. Lindemann got the victory via Tiger Suplex, 9 minutes and 17 seconds. This is a banger right here. Willa Yuta, man. Like, he's a guy who I really didn't think much of coming into this tournament. He's somebody who he's exceeded my expectations. I know a lot of people are high on him because it's AEW stuff. I wasn't one of those people. I'm not saying I disliked him, but I wasn't really like, oh, Willa Yuta, fuck the world. I wasn't never like that. But Willa Yuta, man, he's impressing. He's impressing, right? He did not get the W. The man who he wrestled, maybe he's a little bit more impressive to me, but that's just my personal preference. L. Lindemann has been another bright spot in this tournament. Maybe one of the top bright spots here in the tournament right here. So, yeah, man, he gets the victory. L. Lindemann has a record of 4-2, 8 points. Willa Yuta has a record of 3-3. He's sitting on 6 points right now. So moving on, Ace Austin taking on defeating the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. This is a champion versus champion match. X Division Champion versus IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And the X Division Champion was able to squeak out the victory with the ace in the hole around 11 minutes and 24 seconds. This is a banger match right here. This is a solid match. I think both these guys' strengths worked off each other really well. And it was really nice finish because you weren't sure who got the victory, but then it was confirmed that Ace Austin was the one that got the pinfall victory. And it kept Ishimori pretty strong right here, even though this is only his second loss to this point. So it's not like he's the way he's losing, it's very surprising. It's keeping him like a solid champion. It's not like he's just getting this battered and bruised. These guys are just kind of just catching him, maybe like having like a lapse in like, you know, concentration, something like that. So I think that's what's happening here. Then moving on down the card match, pretty much surprised the hell out of me. We got Bushi defeating El Desperado. MX, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. These guys always have damn good matches right here. Their chemistry is really, really solid. They're underrated rivals, in my opinion. I'm glad Bushi was able to get the victory. El Desperado drops his second loss in his tournament, so he'll be fine. He's sitting at 8 points. Bushi's sitting at 6 points, respectively. He'll be okay. It's all right. So, moving on to the semi-main event of the show, we had House of Torture Bullet Club. Using said House of Torture Bullet Club nefarious means, we got an Evil sighting here. Evil helping Show get the victory over Hiromu Takahashi around 11 minutes and 30 seconds. So much interference. He got the pinfall victory after a weapon shot. So you knew this was going to happen. This Hiromu Takahashi's taking 3 losses in a row. Kind of surprising, but he has to have some struggle. He can't just rampage through this thing. Shout out to Shingo Takagi. He can't just rampage through this thing and just beat everybody. He's going to have some struggle. He's going to have some strife. And I think this is the point where he's getting at. Show was a guy who was on the opposite end. He actually goes ahead of Hiromu Takahashi at this point. So Hiromu's kind of towards the end of the block right now. I don't want to say towards the end. We're going to talk about block standings and totals here in a little bit. And then in the main event, maybe the best match of the best of the Super Juniors so far. Former tag team partners, bitter rivals at this point. We get Robbie Eagles taking on and defeating El Phantasmo right here. 24 minutes, 43 seconds. I believe the longest match of the Super Juniors so far. Made him tap out with the Ramo special. This is probably El Phantasmo's best match in New Japan. One of Robbie Eagles' best, but this is definitely one of El Phantasmo's best matches here, man. And credit to both these guys. These guys worked their asses off, and it showed in the ring. It definitely showed in the ring. So, yeah, we're going to be off for a day, and we hit it back again once again. We hit it back again once again on Friday, as I be redundant as fucking possible as I can be. So let me go ahead and find the point totals so I can pull those point totals up for you guys, and we can talk about who's where all the standings are and all that good stuff. So just bear with me because my phone is a little slow. All right, so current standings are the best of the Super Junior right now. Block A, we got Ace Austin leading the block with 10 points with a record of 5-1. We got Taiji Ishimori and Alex Zane both with a record of 4-2. Ishimori holds the tiebreaker over Alex Zane. They have wrestled. He got the victory. Sho and Yo both equally have 3 points. They have 3 victories, 6 points, Hiromu Takahashi, Clark Connors, they both have 6 points. Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Francisco Akira, 4 points. Rizuki Taguchi with a record of 1-5, mathematically eliminated, 2 points. So the next block, a little bit more of a logjam here. El Phantasmo, El Lindemann, El Desperado, all sit at the top with 8 points, record of 4-2. TJP, Robbie Eagles, Willa Yuta, Doki, Bushi, they all sit at a record of 3-3. 6 points respectively. Master Wato has 4 points, 2-4, and Teton mathematically eliminated with a record of 1-5. So we'll have more action on Saturday. Let's see who the matches we're going to get on Saturday, because I think we might as well talk about that as well. Let's see what we're going to get. match lunch. We're in Chiba. So the main event, we're going to just talk. The main event on Saturday, I believe, is El Desperado versus Doki. So that should be really good. We're getting Alex Zane and Hiromu Takahashi in our semi-main. Robbie Eagles versus El Lindemann. TJP versus El Phantasmo. Master Wato versus Wheeler Yuta. Sho versus Ace Austin. Raizuki Taguchi versus Yo. Bushi versus Titan. Clark Connors versus Taiji Ishimori. And the first match of the show, Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Francesco Akira. So, thank you for checking us out for this Best of the Super Junior 29 Day 9 review. Thank you for checking us out for the whole tour, man. We're going to be here to the end of the tour and after and after and after. So, it's your boy, Puresu Fly God, Stardust Shiaku, signing up out of here, man. I'm about to go to bed. Maybe have me a nice little snack before, I don't know, but I'm about to take my ass to bed. So, y'all have a good one. Toodle Pippington. Adios.